Hi, my name is Tate Smith, and this is my video for public speaking. This is the introduction and public speaking fear video. A little bit about me. My name is Tate Smith. I was born and raised in El Paso and just recently moved here to Denver, Colorado in September of 2011. So I've been here a little over a year now. I believe that I'm a real interesting guy. I'm ADHD. So, I can get a little hyper sometimes. I like to act and I like to do accents. Sometimes, the accents is, just how I express myself. Um, One of my dreams I'd love to be on SNL as one of the main cast of characters. But anyway, um, as far as my first public speaking presentation would go, the one I can remember most recently would be my fifth grade science project. My question was do dogs like wet or dry food more? Well, turns out they liked wet food, by the way. When I was presenting it, I sounded like a robot. But what fifth grader doesn't sound like a robot, right? As far as, what makes me anxious and fearful, I'd say what makes me really anxious before I'm about to do a presentation is remembering. It's the same way I used to act in high school. I would always get really anxious about remembering my lines before I go up on stage. And, I'd be sitting there, I'm like, do I remember this line? Do I remember that one? What's this one? Did I get this one correct? That's always made me anxious. As far as combating that, as far as public speaking goes, obviously I can't, do some of these things when I'm up on, if I went up on stage and acted. But beating the anxiety is, biggest thing for me has always been lots and lots of practice. Go stand in front of the mirror and present whatever you're going to present in front of the mirror over and over and over and over again until you get it right every time. Another way I found to combat that is to have note cards with little notes written on them. Not You don't have to have your whole presentation on a note card, but little notes that make things click in your mind so that you can remember. Another thing that I found helps is just getting there and doing it. Usually, once you get on a roll, it's kind of hard for you to slow down once you get on a roll and you really get going. Biggest thing I'm afraid of when presenting something would be getting my point across. If you get to know me a little bit better, I can talk a lot, and when people talk a lot, it can kind of get a little confusing because they're talking about so many things, and it's hard to keep track of it all. Biggest way I found to combat that is, put it in simplest terms. Like, for example, Tums. Whenever you see one of their commercials, they don't say that this is a calcium antacid tablet. When you chew and swallow the tablet and it goes inside your stomach, what happens is that the stomach acid eats up the calcium antacid tablets very slowly, therefore getting rid of most of your stomach acid. They don't say that. All they do is they tell you these calcium antacid tablets will help you relieve your heartburn. So that's all they tell you. They put it in simplest terms. What are these antacid tablets doing? They relieve your heartburn. Anyway, that's my first presentation. I hope you like it. Please critique me. I love you. I would love for you to tell me, what I did wrong, and maybe what I did right, what you liked about it, what you didn't like. Anyway, like I said, I can talk a lot. So thanks for watching my presentation, and I hope you have a good weekend.